28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Turning it on. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that
play. Keeps it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Aggies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Marcel Reed. You have to wonder about his confidence after a 5-interception day in that loss. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Reed. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Finds a man on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Craver. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Here we go. Ready.
Reed unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Running inside, it's Owens. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Reed. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Owens. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Aggie. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this run...
The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Craver. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Owens. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Reed. Snags it over the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Ocean from the wideout. On the move. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Reed, pocket breaking down, trying to make magic on the scramble. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. On target. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. On the option. Now the pitch. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Reed throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Again, it's Reed. Pulls it in. It's Owens. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to pass. It's Reed. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Sets up the screen. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Texas A&M. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These 2 old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides. This is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The offense changing the play. Throwing Reed. Caught by Williams on the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's Reed. Rushes on him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's Reed to throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Owens. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to... A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking for room. It's Owens. Brings into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Jackson gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Smith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Runs through, man. He might have some space.
How about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line?
There's some room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Caught by Williams on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed just gets rid of it before the heat. It's incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Reed. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock, but this
makes a grab and room to run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Throwing Reed. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Maybe a crease. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they... With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry.